So Steven Crowder is a pretty interesting character because he really took a turn into basically being Alex Jones, okay? He went completely insane. He was pushing all of these conspiracy theories. I think he had posted a picture of a wagon that had lunch in it or something and said, "There's the ballots, the fake ballots or the ballots that are the steal." I don't even remember exactly, but he kept pushing a bunch of conspiracy theories that were debunked and had zero evidence. And he really went full pedal to the metal, lunatic insanity mode, right? Straight up Alex Jones stuff. And after the Capitol storming, people really started to call him out. Um, really, because he sent out this tweet that says, "Dang, I'm praying. Encourage you to do the same. We need answers from Democrats and Republicans." So trying to do the kind of both sides thing in the response, saying, "I'm praying," obviously. Republican answers to everything is thoughts and prayers, not actually do something, obviously. But it tries to give off this fake image of being this balanced, respectful person. But in reality, it's very different when I get to it later. But a lot of people are pointing this out. Here's a thumbnail from him. He's got some middle fingers up. I hope you can see it. He's got middle fingers up. It's a picture of Trump on the left side. It says, "No retreat. America's about to hashtag stop the steal." Again, with the middle fingers up. So, when you say America's about to stop the steal, what do you mean by that? You know what I mean? He says, "Calling all patriots to disobey." He literally has a gun in his arms. It's really crazy. I mean, you're talking about this is kind of like the Spider-Man meme where it's pointing at itself. You're the one who incited this whole thing by basically having this planted into people's minds and inciting them by literally holding a firearm in your arm, saying, "Calling all patriots to disobey." And when you say stuff like "stop the steal," "the election has been stolen from Donald Trump," "we're patriots, we're going to disobey," what do you think all of that stuff is going to do? Well, you think people are just going to civilly protest whatever they believe, even though there's zero evidence of election fraud whatsoever? You think that's what they're going to do? I don't believe that you believe that. I think you know what you were doing. So people are calling him out, like, what the fuck? Like, you're doing this shit, and then, hey, look, oh, you're trying to send out this nice, respectful tweet. It's so embarrassing, and people want these people who are inciting people to do this to be held accountable for their words. A lot of people also pointing out his tweet that says, "Violent rioters and looters have actively forfeited their right to live." So it's a big one right there. But this fake image that he's trying to paint here is really interesting here. Because if you go, he was on Parler, okay? He joined Parler. And here are some of the tweets. This is after the Capitol storming happened, okay? He said, "Is enough finally enough? Opinion, where's this confrontational spirit been the last 9 months?" Another one says, "Never forget this. Video reminds us when liberals in the media supported political violence in 2020. So they're trying to somehow equate Black Lives Matter, trying to protest to get actual policy changes from government, to an attempted hostage takeover of Congress by Trump supporters armed, for something that has zero evidence whatsoever. Completely different, but they're trying to equate the two things." It says, "The fight against voter fraud doesn't stop. Dan Crenshaw gives passionate response where the fight needs to be." Sounds like a porn title. The media wants to use yesterday to shut you up. Do not let them. Liberal media message is clear. Blame everyone on the right. Louder with Crowder. Yeah, because you fucking incited it. That's what Republicans did. Yeah, they're going to blame you guys. You want to know why? Because you incited it. And so this guy is so fake, right? He's a lunatic on the level of an Alex Jones. Steven Crowder's as crazy as Alex Jones is, trying to push these completely baseless conspiracy theories that have been completely debunked in court. They've had no validation in court whatsoever, which is the real place to adjudicate, and not on Twitter with some blog that's a website you paid for with WordPress, okay? Adjudicated in court, show us the evidence. There's been zero real evidence, and that's why you've lost every single court case except one, and that win was bullshit, okay? And so he sends out his fake tweet saying, "Oh, I'm praying," and all this stuff, and then he's on his little, Parler account. This is what he's saying. And he hasn't made a video. He hasn't made a video in a while. He canceled his recent Nevada trip or whatever. I don't know if we know the reason why he actually canceled that trip or not, but he did cancel the trip, and he has not posted anything. A lot of people saying he's on break, but I do find it to be pretty convenient. He's not tweeting anything, and that he's not putting out anything on YouTube. I did see that from the Surfs. saying that. So a lot of people calling out Steven Crowder for going ghost as well as his actions in terms of incitement.